Okay, so I hope they can hear me. We'll see later. So welcome to the EB elections 1920, the second round. Okay. So this is the first part of the election. The EB candidates. Give it up for the EB candidates. Beste Rada and Simone.
Mi ero dimenticato che anche lui si stava candidando.
Stiamo registrando.
Sì, giusto.
Okay, so first disclaimer, this is part of the opening. So first things first, remember that you are running for the EB position. Of course you have your preferences, but first of all is the EB position that you are candidated for. Then, the second thing, it's a 1-year position. So when you take this responsibility, you have to take it for 1 year, from 1st of February 2019 to 31st of January 2020. So
Non so perché lo faccio.
Poi è nulla.
Ogni tanto gli dico.
So, two other disclaimers. The presence at the planning conference is very important. It's from 14 to 17. If you know that you cannot make it for some reason, just tell me and we can find a solution. And the allocation will last after the second round of the elections. We will see if we will open another round. You will get to know it today after the elections. So this is the agenda, the opening. It's at 10:30 and we'll begin with the strategic speech at 10:45. We are at 10:43, so we are in time. Then we'll have a huge break from 11:30 from 11:30 till 19:30. Okay, we'll meet again here at 19:30, and everyone that will be able to vote are gonna be the ones that are coming in the second part and have seen the video of the first part. And we will have a Q&A. We'll have a Q&A of 1 hour, then we'll have a break of 10 minutes. Then we'll have a motivational speech with 5 minutes for each, not more than that. And then there will be the LC discussion at 9 p.m., the conference vote at 9:15, and then the announcements at 9:30. So we hope that we'll stay in time because we know it's late and it's getting tired after a while. But
Disattiva il wifi, fa.
And that's it. So let's begin with the strategical speech. You will have 7 minutes per candidate. So who wants to begin? Let's do it in a democratic way first.
I can start.
Okay. So
Lady first.
Rada is starting. Okay, so here you have the timer. Make sure the video is here.
Can I not look at it?
Of course, of course. Stai. Prima il video del timer.
Beh, te lo metti il timer.
Sì, sì.
Non so, fa.
Let's put the timer and we'll put it here.
Okay. Tell me when I can start.
No,
Okay.
mettilo visibile.
You can. Okay. So first I want to start my strategic speech with some analysis of the last month because I believe that you cannot make a strategy without basing yourself on prior performances. So as we know, in October we didn't perform very well, but this is actually a bit understandable because we had problems with admissions, so we got our members quite late. And then the team building was a bit slower than it should have been, so we delivered the functional skills a bit late, and especially in marketing we were not doing very great. But it's okay because we are aware of all of the problems that we have, and I will mention some of them. So we had a very inconcrete market research in digital marketing based on Facebook groups and everywhere that we can be present digitally. It was not a good research. Then the contacts that we got offline from clash outs, for example, there were times when those contacts were not contacted in more than 1 week, which means we didn't exploit our resources. Then the events that we made, they were promoted in the last moment and organized in the last moment, so it was a bit difficult to actually make them attended by many people. And also, yeah, I think the university relationships are very difficult in general, especially in Milano, because here universities are more of a school than an institution that has a social part. So it's very difficult, and us as an area have been struggling with those things. But we are all aware of those things, and we're making strategies already to change them, and we are already changing them. And I believe that results are very soon to come. So there is also one question that is a bit controversial that we're thinking about, whether integrated marketing is actually manageable in Milano, because we're a very special LC, different than all other LCs. So we don't know if we can actually divide marketing into universities. So this is something that we're really thinking about, whether it's going to be good or bad. Then, based on those this reviewing, I thought about a plan of the summer peak term. So I would start from January, even though the summer peak term doesn't start from January, but I would start from January by learning everything that I could learn from the previous VP. And I'm aware that I have a gap in university relations, so I would like to learn everything that I can exploit there. Also about event management and the connection that we have already established, because I believe that we should not leave prior connections since they are stable and we know them. This also doesn't mean that we should not have new connections, because we can always have new connections that can help us. Then I would do a very strong analysis of the previous term and terms prior to the previous one, and evaluate the strengths and weaknesses that we have had in all of those terms, and then see how to boost our strengths even more, and also how to change the strategy for our weaknesses. And then, of course, with the help of the prior VP and the advices, I would do the strategy for the next term, so that we know all of the events in advance. We know we have this campaign, we're gonna have this event, this date, and then you figure it out, of course, a bit later, but you have it in mind. Then I would set the final goal, the lag, and then I would create the timeline with the leads responding to all of the campaigns, events, and things that we decided. And yes, all of those things, I would concentrate a bit on the SWOT analysis of the marketing area of Isaac Milano, where we have a big financial sustainability as a strength. So we should exploit it. We should make smart and a lot of investments, since this is a benefit that we have and other LCs, most of them don't have it. So we should really use it in marketing. And also, again, the thing that we should think about whether integrated marketing could actually work, because this should be decided before the term starts, so that we allocate people properly and it doesn't become a mess in the process. Then, I would really think on how to exploit more university relations. And then I think that a weakness of the marketing area is that we don't have enough members. So there is also an opportunity in this weakness, which is the admissions that we have. So if we do great admissions, then we can have more members and we can manage things better. Then I think another opportunity that I truly believe in is LinkedIn, because every day I get texted by people doing random things, and they're doing their work, and it's in a very professional way. So I think that researching people on LinkedIn and contacting them would be very great. And I would start it now and then implement it in the next term as a practice. We have double competition, so we should really focus on the strength that we have, that we deliver leadership actually we develop leadership, which is what makes us different. And becoming customer obsessed will be my strategy. So knowing our customer, always basing what we do on our customer personas and keeping them in mind, which would definitely increase convergence ratios. Then February, we have team building, functional knowledge, start working, doing flash outs, ads, posts. So basically to learn everything by doing and by supporting people. And then in March, I would start also like implementing a lot of trackings, more strategy, more promotion, more commitments to each person in the area, and get ready for Eastern campaign that comes in April, where we have sales. And like there is a 50% off, for example, or a bit less, I don't know exactly, but we have this campaign in Easter, so we should do a lot of flash outs, events, sales points, and we should be all in. Even if we're still divided in digital marketing and offline, we should all be in for this campaign because it's great. Sales work great if we're all working for them. Yes, and then in the end of March, we would start getting ready for Europe campaign, which would be on May 6th, and then we will finish.
Well, how do you prefer? Like me first?
Thank you, Rada. And we'll have the next applicant, that is Simo.
Yeah! Hello!
Va bene.
Faccio io? Grazie. Ok. Okay, hi everyone. First of all, I would like to talk about G in general because, in my opinion, it is the product that has the unique value propositions and the one we have. Why I'm saying that? Because actually we are one of the few, or maybe the only, that are selling this kind of product. So giving people the opportunity to go and working in a startup, having a professional experience, and it's like a unique opportunity that we have and that we have to exploit in all the way possible. So first of all, my strategy is divided between having a tight synergy with the marketing in order to understand more about our market. Since we have in Milan a really fragmented market, we have to really understand which are the universities in which we can impact more, so that then we can set a strategy for that university. And after it, we have to keep on maintaining that kind of relations, and by doing events, organizing activities for involving students in order to keep our position in that university. The second part of my strategy comports to have another tight strategy, which is with the finance, that will involve having partnership with other association or startup companies. Why? Because, as I said at the start, we have a unique value proposition. So we can offer this possibility to work having an experience in a startup. And there are a lot of people that might want to open their own business that actually don't know how a startup works. So I would like to create this kind of relations in order to expand our part of customers we can impact, because I think and I believe that Milano, since it has more than 19 startups right now, can actually have a huge possibility for us, can give us a huge possibility. And also it's important to establish a public image by pressing and release. So this is why I want to focus with the finance, because this is a part that we can achieve together. And then there is another part, which is improving the conversion we are having right now in the area, because we actually unlock the situation to get people from sign-ups to applied. And after it, we unlocked also the situation from applied to accepted, which actually is, I think, the highest of Italy right now. We have a percentage of 57%, which is like when people out of 2 is getting convert to accepted. But what is stopping us right now for performing is the last phases of this status, which is from accepted to approved. Maybe we have to work better on expectations. Maybe people are scared of the fact that they have this fast process, so maybe they don't have the time to realize it. But first of all, what I will do is aligning with all my areas in order to set a better expectation by implementing and using the track list and a frame in order to giving our customers right information, specific information, and also good timeline in order to helping them understand which is the process and how it works, and about also the last phases of the customer flow. Right after, I mean, we have to put more value about the value delivery part, because what makes us unique is also the experience we can offer, not only about talking about working, but also talking about quality, because we are making a lot of effort to delivering good quality experiences and not only experiences. So this is something that we should leverage during our meetings. And then, of course, I will tightly follow my area in order that all the standard operating procedures are executed in the right way, so that we know that all people are contacted in time, that they are followed, and that of course they that members are tracked in the right way in order to ensure the sustainability of the area. And the last but not least, a synergy with the TM in order to implement the right education by, of course, preparing during, like before admission, in order to understand which is the target of people that we would like to have inside the area. And also, day by day, we have to implement the local education cycle in order to ensure that all the members have the right knowledge. And because it's important that we follow also these things, because we don't have only to deliver complete experience to customers, but we have also to deliver complete opportunities to our members. So it's important that we have like we make focus also on this and on the membership. And yeah, on a timeline, I would say that for my summer peak, I would like to focus first of all on aligning with marketing in order to make awareness on which are the markets, and also to make awareness in that market. We have to have a strategic way of making promotion, because right now it's not effective, and we have to understand what can unlock the situation, because as I said, we have a unique value proposition, but it's as well as difficult to find people to fit with this value proposition. So we have to understand which are this market. Then with finance, we can extend our range of partnership we can have in order to expand also our target, as I said at the start. And then following the campaigns and also the peak, we will align with the TM in order to deliver the knowledge they need, members and team leaders needs at the right time, and in order to giving them the opportunity to perform during also the campaign and the summer peak. So thank you very much.
Okay, so now is the last applicant. Esther, when you're ready.
Can I also set my own timeline?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I mean,
You don't like the
You
sound?
can use my phone if you want.
Yeah, okay,
no,
sure.
it's okay. Just no, it's because of, is it stable also here?
No.
Okay,
This
so-
does work.
7, right?
Yes. Okay, cool.
Okay, so. Hello everyone, I'm here to apply for the EP position for being a VP in IGV, and I'm gonna give more motivational details about why I choose this one. But for now, I mean, it's seriously my first preference because I mean this is the area that I know the most and that I love the most even before getting in. So I'll be also glad that if I become a VP, I will have more responsibility, but that will also mean to me that I will contribute more to my committee and also to the, let's say, values that I'm seeking to, contribute in my life. So about the strategies that I'm planning, I wanna talk them first about DLC and then about my area. And while I'll be talking about my area, I'm gonna divide them both for sales and the value delivery. And the strategies about DLC in general, like they will be a little short because like the main goal, our main goal is to put Isaac and Milano in the green area in the performance and health chart, let's say. And I know that for that, IGV is doing a great job right now, but because of the last session that we don't have the teams, we don't have the members, I have seriously doubts about if we can still perform as the same. So I am not sure about this period, but if I become a VP, I'm going to be sure that we'll have all the plans to still stay in that green area for every single trade, let's say. And also, I'm ready to help the other areas because, like, we're a committee, and let's imagine like we're the cells of a body, and I mean we have to be in contact all the time, and we have to share our issues, and we have to try to find solutions for each of them. Like, okay, maybe I might be in charge of IGV, but it's still our committee. Like, I think it's important for EB too. And so I thought maybe, I don't exactly know the timelines of EB meetings, but maybe longer EB meetings might help us to discuss our situations also within the group, because I mean, VP is one person, but when you're in the EB, you can find so much more solutions discussing together. So, okay, about my area, in the December period, we'll get new members. I mean, I hope we'll get them, because especially in value delivery, we are seriously like, I have 3 members right now, and it's impossible to perform as we wish with 3 members only. So the December period is very important for us, and that's actually why I hope marketing will bring us lots of members so that we can perform better. And when the new members will came, of course they will have an education period, and I believe this education period will be important also for the current members, so that they can refresh their information, because I feel like both in my team and also in the sales, we have those information gaps, and we also, as we are new, let's say we are in the process of studying the team. I believe this period will be very, very important, especially for sales, that I will talk even more, because I was the team leader for about 1 month right now, but for sales they had their team leader too late, so that I know that Kiara is having problems, and I know that she needs help about it. Although they're doing great considering they're very new. Okay, so during this education period, I personally also like giving reasons to people to perform, because I believe that when you remind them their reasons about Isaac and also like life in general, they are more motivated, and so they give more into the group and also in the things that they do. Okay, I think pass this part a little faster. I especially want to be sure that they exactly know what they're gonna do, because when you don't know what exactly you're gonna do, you always perform bad. It's just inevitable. And also bonding activities within the area and with me and the team leaders will be very important, because when you're more bounded, you again perform better. Okay, so one of my let's say plans let's say a new plan for the area is that creating a database, because I feel like in Milan, like the team leaders, the VPs, they're changing too fast, and when someone is new, they always have those gaps. And I mean, if we have a clear database about what was done before, I seriously believe that it will help the new VP or the new team leader to perform even from the beginning good. So if we talk about the sales, what we should do right now is that contact with the schools, the current schools, because right now, as I'm in the value delivery, I'm talking with EPs, and some of them are saying that their school really want to do this project again and again. So contacting with the current schools and renewing the contracts is very important, but also we should find new, let's say, new markets to sell. We should do more openings in the sales. And also, I think that they need some help from both marketing and the value delivery, because I mean, marketing will also bring them more schools, and also, for example, organizing a good global village would help them to get more schools. And also, I was planning to organize an event in which the professors, let's say, or the teachers can invite the other teachers too, to I mean, expand our market for the other schools. And also we have to set a better timeline for both sales and the value delivery, so that they exactly know what they're going to do during the year, and so that they don't do the, let's say, they don't do what they shouldn't do in the wrong period. Okay, and oops, seriously, 7 minutes. Okay. Okay. Let me just finish. And also, I believe that setting the tracker and showing it also to members is a good point to make them know what exactly they're doing and how exactly they perform even better. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Beste. So this is the end of the first part. Thank you for coming, and we'll see each other later at 7:30 again in this place. You can have a break now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mi fa figure
for
fogli.
like-
I will go to the bathroom.
Mi fa figure fogli.